ESP Deus 2 out here. Now, it's got a 9-inch coil on it currently, and yes, this coil will see things in the ground. The 11-inch coil won't see, and vice versa. Now, if we take depth out of the equation, meaning the 11-inch coil is deeper, this still applies, okay? Shallow target mass, the 11-inch coil might hit it, and this coil might not. Or that 11-inch coil may give a better signal, and this coil might not. Now, on mid-shallower targets, odds-wise, my money's on this coil, but that doesn't mean the 11-inch coil can't outperform in certain scenarios. This video is for my friend over in the UK. I think he goes by Detecting Revisited. I see him doing a demonstration with a Deus 2, and his experience with that machine from looking at that video obviously is very limited. Now, I've not had this machine a great deal, but there's some parts of this machine carries over from the mighty Deus 1, and I've got a lot of hours on a Deus 1, ladies and gentlemen. I ran that baby from late 2013, I believe, okay? So I ran it about 8 years, okay? But now the last few years I ran it, I didn't run it as much because of the mighty Equinox, okay? So anyway, I'm going to use the fast program here to do this demonstration. I believe he was looking at full tone, sensitive full tones, and he had a setup similar to this here, okay? A elevated nail maybe. That's a concrete nail, by the way. I like to use them testing detectors because they're high carbon. There's an old clad dime, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. Now I'm in the fast program, okay. And I'm going to dial the Deus down to minus 6.4, which is what the sensitive FT program has. Okay. Full tones. Now listen to this. You hear that? Ain't nothing there really, is there? You're blind. You think all that, when you're in the wild and you sweep over that, you think it's iron. What about if I hover the coil? I might hear a little bit hover the coil, but what's going to stop you here? Okay, there's nothing there to stop you, is there? In the wild, okay? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the disc. Okay, from minus 6.4 to 2. Let's listen to it now. See, now I can hear it hitting that dime. If you listen close, you can hear it. Now, I've got the speed on this machine at 3. I could raise it to 4. So a trained ear, you can hear that dime with this machine, okay? Now, like I said, a Deus 1 works the same way, but just remember, you got to be in generally like the higher frequency on a low frequency call, or you got to be in the mid band on a high frequency call with a Deus 1. You know, 4 kilohertz ain't going to do too good on this test right here, okay? And neither is 8 kilohertz generally, or 12, okay? So all I'm going to do, I'm going to back the reactivity back to 3, okay? And I'm going to run now remember, when I'm running this disc in the negative fashion, what this allows this machine to, see, if I leave the disc at 2, for example, let's go back here. If I leave the disc at 2, okay, and I select pitch tones, okay, you see what you get? The iron's coming through. So what full tones is allowing you to do is it's allowing you to run low disc, even negative disc. But the problem is it's not the grand unmasker in full tones, okay? It's not the grand unmasker. Now, if I spread these nails out some full tones, we'll hear that target, okay? We'll hear it in full tones with a negative 6.4 disc, a negative 4 disc, a negative 2, okay? So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the disc back up to 6.8. Okay. I mean, we are in pitch tones. I'll let you hear this. Iron tone is on, so she's busting that dime wide open, okay? So you hear that. Now, he does bring something up in his video, and it is interesting, okay? And DS2 users are to give this a little consideration when you're hunting in the wild, especially in tough sites, in sites maybe you've used. Stock settings, for example, in the fast, sensitive FT, the general program. The question is, what gets you more? Lowering the silencer from a default setting, say, of 2 in the fast program to 0? Or lowering the disc from, say, 6.8 to 6.4? Well, all the testing that I've done, believe it or not, you'll get more benefit lowering the disc slightly. The silencer will help. There will be targets you can find in the wild with a silencer of 0 versus 2, say, in the fast program, okay? But you can go back in there and you could even leave the silencer at 2 and lower the disc, say, a half a point and hunt. Now, are your odds of digging some iron, are they going to go up? Most probably, okay? Now, you can run silencer at 0 and lower the disc, okay? And yes, you can find some more targets, but again, does your odds of digging some iron, more iron, go up? Certainly they do. Anytime you try to push any VLF detector, it ain't just DS2, DS1, equal. Anytime you start pushing one to the limits, you're going to dig more iron. But, you know, you're having to weigh the reward. Would you rather dig 10 extra nails and pull 2 non-ferruses out of a site that's been hit hard previously? That's what you have to think about, okay? And then some sites that are old, you know, 1 gold coin. Just think of 1 gold coin. You might hit one $1 gold coin doing what I'm saying. But you might dig 10 nails. Okay, I'm just using 10 nails as an example. What I'm saying is your ferrous content of digging will go up. Even if you're real experienced with the machine. Now, as the more experience you get, that number of digging the ferrous could trail off some, but it's never going to go away. If anybody's telling you they're using a DS2 in a site or an Equinox or any machine, pushing it to its limits, and they're not digging any iron, they're pulling your leg, okay? And you can tell them I said that, okay? I hope you enjoyed the video.